Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 in our Arpad Dynasty campaign, where we are pursuing the legend of Arpad, hopefully all the way to Mythic. In the last episode, we had a new heir. I am now Grand Prince Arpad al-Masfi of Hungary, and our kingdom was a bit split. It's been reunited, far more than it was even before. So, we are growing, we are expanding, and we are again trying to work on the legend over here. We are currently about halfway, in fact we are halfway, to the next level, which is mythical. So hopefully we're able to accomplish this, and we've got a journey ahead of us. So what do we got to do now? We did our grand tournament, in which case I won. Got a little bit of a scar from it, but it is what it is. I love our prowess. I think this may be the highest prowess leader I've ever ruled as, and it makes for a lot of fun stuff. Now, what we have going on is quite a bit. We have a Crown Loyalist faction going on. We have an Independence faction vying for military power. We have a Vlach Orthodox populace. So there's a lot of rebellion coming our way, to say the least. In terms of all of our people, we actually have a very, very strong council. I'm actually super excited about it. And we have domestic affairs going on with High Chieftain Miroslav in order to try and satiate our vassals just a little bit. We have a royal court, the gallant champion. My rival and vassal, High Chieftain Miroslav, has excelled during our recent battles in my court and is buzzing with excitement. What an accomplished champion, what a role model, what a man. I don't know that I'd be saying that about my rival. With all the praise raining down on him, it's made clear that I'm expected to officially reward him in some manner. We're just going to speak well of him. I really don't care about losing court grandeur. We can only hit a certain amount anyways, so like it doesn't really bug me that we go below. The army loot capacity and raid speed isn't something we're really into at the moment, so I don't really care about that aspect. Let's go back to it. We're just going to speak well of him. That works. We need to kill him anyways. Is there something that we can do? I don't remember if there is. Now we do have two vassals. Duke Franho the Feeble of Mutinia. He is Du Alexios's prisoner. So that's all well and good. Murdering isn't exactly the way to go. I'm wondering if I couldn't just throw him somewhere. I couldn't imprison him. It's an act of tyranny anyways. We need to find out something about him. Yeah, we're not going to do a fashion battle. That's not happening. Anyways, we can get another alliance. I think we have enough alliances as it is. I can pardon. I can do a lot of things. I think for the time being, though, nope, we're still not going to have old lady in here. We could get some vassals and some concubines in. But we're just going to have to see how things go. We do have the Swabian Boils over here, which is nearby, so hopefully that doesn't boil over into Hungary. Let's see what the world has in store for us today. And it starts off pretty swimmingly well. With a tired yet blissful smile, Hajnal, my wife and queen, presents me with a perfect little daughter. Margit, I actually really love that, and she is tiny. Goodness gracious, she's tiny. We also have a dangerous faction. The Independence faction is overwhelming us at the moment. And we're having legend promoters join and leave like crazy. My son-in-law has left. Well, that's just flippin' flappin' rude. Yeah, we're slowly gaining more power and presence there, so that's pretty darn well. But I have a feeling we are going to have to deal with this faction sooner rather than later. My vassal High Chieftain Dalimer has honored me with a visit, has brought me one of his courtiers. Dalimer approaches me excitedly. Well met, Grand Prince Arpad. Pleases me to see you thriving here in Bodrog. It occurred to me that Gabriel might here be of service in your court. He is an incredibly talented scholar, the brightest I've ever learned from. I would make use of him myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. I would hate to see this great talent go to waste. Okay. Gabriel joins our court. That works for me. Let's see if he has a better spot than where he is at. I think he would do a little better than good, but we're going to go ahead and put him there as a court tutor. That makes the most sense. And with that in mind, I'm sure there are some of my children that could still be tutored If not, then let's go ahead and go back. Yes, absolutely. So it looks like I can't actually tutor my children. Educate child? I really want my court tutor to do it. Here we go. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go with my, with Berta. And I don't know how many he can do, but I think he would definitely be useful to try and just do however many he can. Alright, cool. So it looks like 2. That's totally fine. We could arrange a spouse for him. I think that might make him happy. He's 28, so let's get someone close to him. Preferably someone of our faith. There we go. Regalinda. That's fine that they won't be born into a house. I just really want to get him. I just really want to get him set up. Like, that's all I really want to do. But then I also noticed that we have several of our children who need some spouses. Now, are gonna roll with an alliance power check. And unfortunately, there's no one of well-fought power that follows our same religion. But we could definitely... What about a matrilineal? Oh, snap. Grand wedding? No, we're not going to do a grand wedding. Hajnal, you're going to eventually be married to the son of King Vigu. And a matrilineal, which means they'll stay in House Arpad. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. And of course, they accept. Fantastic. So we have a very solid list. Awesome. We have a super solid list of alliances here, which makes us essentially, I think, probably the dominant power in Europe. And we could take on this dude. Oh my word, we could take him on and we would probably win it. This is a bit bonkers. Super awesome though. I'll totally take it. And a long time has passed since I decided to focus on emulating the name of my dead father, even longer since his death. Stressful and demanding to step out of his shadow. I still feel like the world is judging me, not by my deeds alone, but always in comparison to Grand Prince Almos. Am I now respected? I know I am respected, but is it enough? What more can I do to be remembered to be more than my father ever was? Alright, well, we gained a little bit of stress. That's going to be more intense than I really want to deal with. And so we need to find a way to relieve of that. I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to go on a hunt. Should be a great way for me to relieve some stress. I do believe I have the hunter trait already. Ooh, what about this? I think Sizged. No, let's go back. Let's go back. I think I selected the wrong place. We're gonna do a hunt. We're gonna choose this place. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so the total cost right now is 120 bucks. We will have no issues getting there. But I think, do we want more people or more? I think we definitely want a flushing gang. For recreation, yeah, definitely. We just want to do stress relieving things. Let's go ahead and start the hunt. And it's time for us to depart. Oh, very nice. It shouldn't take very long at all. And we'll wait the arrival of our guests. Those deer are close. I can feel it. Hunt's about to begin, and I am yet to name a master of the hunt. I could, of course, take on such responsibilities, but every good prince, grand prince, should know when to delegate. You know what? We'll definitely give it to Nexus. Yeah, for sure. Chieftain Georgi assembles the party as the sun rises. My men have been gathering sights of the row that roam the local area. My many gamekeepers have been poring over the area on tracks and fumes. There is clearly a small roebuck nearby, but no recent traces of larger game. My vassal went on ahead of the group, chasing the wolf alone. When I catch up, I find him standing over a woman, tugging an arrow from the poor commoner's chest. Oh, my word. He hides the arrow behind his back when he spots me. Grand Prince, it wasn't my fault, I swear. Soon enough, the rest of the party catch up and demand an explanation. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to. You murdered a person, dude. Dolomer, like, really? Yes. My partner and I stalk through a copse. Eyes peeled for any sign of a wolf from the canopy above. A soft twittering spills forth. It's a nestling screeching for its mother. An agile huntsman brings down a fluffy eyas, an unfledged raptor chick from the pride. What luck! Only young birds caught in the wild can be properly trained to hunt. Yeah, a hunting raptor? Heck yes, we may have to go on another hunt soon. do some falconry. My vassal, Prince Zolt, signals across the woodland. A whole wolf pack crouches in a hollow. The beasts bolt up on our approach, howling the alarm as they retreat into the leafy bush, fangs snarling. We chased after the fleeing silver vermin, focusing on the largest of the group. Now the real chase begins. After hours of riding, we are finally cornering the wily beast. Our chase has not been in vain. Whether tired or defiant, the wolf at last halts, turns towards us, lets out an almighty howl. The huntsmen quickly surround the growling animal, which glowers at me, its bare fangs frothing and dripping with saliva. Now, this is interesting because we have the greatest chance to slay it, in which then we could slay it, but it wounds me, or there's a 13% chance that I'll die. We should definitely... We'll definitely try and shoot it. Oh, I'll bring it down myself. We're going to risk it for a biscuit. Nice. I heft my spear, cautiously move towards the exhausted beast. I choose my moment, plunging my blade deep into its heart. Hunts like these are a pure joy. Can't wait for next year. There's nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. Chieftain Taksoni directs the breaking up, carefully skinning the carcass with the direction from the game masters. We place the eager dogs share the spoils on the stretched hide before departing for the camp and home. Yeah, its lush pelt will be an excellent conversation piece. Boom. Very nice. Alright, so that gives me prestige, a night effectiveness of 5%. That's a big increase. And also increase my hunter thing. Alright, awesome. Well, we lost 22 stress. We gained a lot of positive things. We're going to finish that hunt there. Very successful. Someone wants to ransom. We'll go ahead and allow that ransom to happen. Make back a little bit of our money. Alliance negotiations. We're not worrying about that right now. Not one bit. We're going to head back home. Very nice. You gained a lot of martial lifestyle as well. Should be able to go into here and hang this up. Very, very nice. And that gives me some grandeur bonus as well. It's now time for me to hold court. My marshal approaches me. My liege, my acquaintance Andros Sazolki Zakoli, seeks the honor of serving in your retinue of champions. Absolutely. Attend me, please. That's great. New arrival, an envoy of the acquaintance, Queen Pravomila of Great Moravia, sent to my attention of my liege that you are harboring an individual of particular interest. Mudroslav has a legitimate claim to the Duchy of Opolania. She demands the return of this errant subject of hers. So this is my hostage from a previous war. I'm not going to give him up. Oh my word. Try to trick Blaoslav into taking Almos instead. No. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to give him up. No, sorry. A courtier goon shows me a page filled with unfamiliar symbols. I developed the written language specifically for the women of the court. If you'll allow it, I'll begin teaching the ladies at once. I don't know that I want them... Vinted code will do that instead. Not that I don't want them to not learn, but their own language doesn't make sense. I don't want women scheming behind my back without me knowing about it. And with that, my business is done. Overall, not too shabby of a day. Oh boy. I'm deeply upset by your intransience in not acquiescing to my reasonable request as conveyed to you by my envoy Blaoslav. Returning Mojoslav to me was hardly an irrational demand, and yet you proved yourself to be more reckless and spiteful than wise. Grand Principality is surely doomed to an ignominious end with such unworthy fools as yourself. You can only hope that your successor does not take after you. Well, I don't know that I take kindly to your unkind words. Now, unfortunately, we can't, like, take over an entire kingdom. We could go after a duchy. So what would be the greatest threat to them? That's where their capital is, right? We wouldn't want to take Moravia itself, because that would isolate us. However, Vistulania would be ours, Transcarpathia would be ours, even Weisgard would be ours, but that would involve invading Nitra, which wouldn't be too terribly bad. I think part of our territory sort of extends into it. No, it doesn't, not quite yet. The Transcarpathia makes sense. We almost have a claim to it. Vistulania? Well, is there anything of interest in Vistulania? Probably not terribly, but it would be a good justification. So if we were to invade Vistulania, there we go. She has 4,900, but she is working on a war. She's actually working on 2 wars. There we go. Well, that's what you get. You don't insult me. I had my reasons. He is, okay. Well, I had my reasons because he was a hostage. I've learned that Duke Krasislav foolishly takes up arms alongside my enemy, despite sending his son and heir, Mudroslav, to be my hostage. His petty annexation is laid bare with the worth of his promise of peace. Yep, that's gonna even just put stuff even further into the... Yep, that's fine. You went to war with me. Sorry, bud. Like, I don't feel bad. Alright, we have quite a few soldiers here. My father, have you heard what they call you, my daughter says to me, as I leave for battle. They call you Grand Prince the Handsome. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasants and nobles alike. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. That works for me. We're going to head on down to here. Survive, my friends. I'll be there. Oops. Sorry. Couldn't get there in time. My apologies. We will have our revenge against our vassals. Yeah, you're not going to survive for very long. Not long at all. Else is join. Oh, he's actually got... She has some quite powerful allies, but I don't know that it's going to be validated. We'll be alright, though. And Hajnal finally comes of age. The Grand Prince Hajnal's, the Grand Princess, contribution towards her education cannot go unmentioned. Very nice. Fortune builder. She'll make a fine wife once her spouse is old enough. We're going to come and aid in that section over there. We have a potentially large battle coming up. Oh, but that's, yeah, that's people fighting within people, so we don't have to worry about that. Halfway there already. And Sif has been devastated since her husband died. I feel so lonely. You've been so comforting. What if I just made her my concubine? That's fine. Nope, we're going to do that. We need a concubine. Yeah, we only have one of them. We could use another. And finally, a little bit of furtherness in our legend. And I could bother you a moment, bold Tsar, a tad wheedling for my liking. Be a huge boon if we could commit some more detail to the great deed for Arpad. The grander, the better. Well, a few seeds of conspiracy begin to sprout. Going over the tales, a more flamboyant detail wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's change a chapter. Oh no, the adjustments come off a little pathetic. Oh no, what does it say? I'm not sure that it really did anything. That's alright though. We're slowly gaining levels over there anyways. Alright, 57%. What we really need is to strike at the heart. But we'll take these things, and we'll slowly make our way while they're dealing with the other war. It's kind of perfect timing overall, and I really don't see them winning one single bit. Oh, except for now they're going up into my other lands. That's problematic. There we go. Alright, what's a girl to do? As I enter the room, I notice the queen acting distant. What's the matter? It's this place. It's so understimulating. Her shoulders heave a shrug. I just don't know what to do with myself. Maybe you could socialize a bit. I don't know. A new skill always refreshes my mood. I don't know if that'll help, but we're going to head north. We're at 82%. We'll lose a little chunk after losing this siege, but all will be well. I don't have any issues with it. And now, singers occupy the wooden dais, filling the night with music. Listen, listen, the great deed for Arpad. Clamor of my courtiers fills the room, the sound of cutlery banging on the table and raucous laughter. A doubtful thought launches at me, haunts me. Among the admiration, am I worthy? Of course I am worthy. Absolutely. Why would I ever have such occupying thoughts? Ooh, and we may have some disease? Yep. Check boils have devastated the people of Praha. My physician informs me the local trade in produce has completely dried up. She blames the plague and the bad air surrounding the dead and dying, proposes that countering it with vast fields of violets. Absolutely, it's worth a try. Abundant flora. Oh no, for sure. Yeah, we have the financial means, why not? Water rises from the depths of the spring, strong, handsome, worthy. Grand Prince Arpad, I turn around to see Chifton Barnot standing. Please tell me of your legend. I've traveled many days to hear it. You know what? I think we have to forego. Is he a large presence? He's not a large presence. We are... Oh, but High Chieftain Velenus is... Who is a neighboring ruler. I guess that's his liege? No? We would prefer High Chieftain if he did it. Our stress loss is very high. I'm going to be a hero to myself. We get stress loss per level of fame and monthly prestige. Like, we got to kind of juggle our own needs and stuff beforehand. And then my daughter greets me at court. I believe the chieftain Budivaj of Julabar is almost convinced of the veracity of the great deed. Yeah, we'll see if that... Oh, he's unconvinced. I have a really hard time with that. Overall. Discovered the agents in my court. Obviously, they employed my rival. When ordered to withdraw, he acquiesced, but I might have to keep an eye out. We've got to figure out how to kill him. We just have to figure it out. It wouldn't work overall, which is even more depressing. That's fine, lads. Keep coming in. Keep joining. Yeah, I killed your son. Uh-oh. While you hold the Grand Principality of Sorbia, it's clear to me that everyone that is I who govern it. Its many plains and villages are overseen by my bailiffs and my magistrates. I'm laying claim to it. You're welcome to grant the title, okay, to me whenever you wish. I'm sure it'll fall to me in due time. Okay, well that's fun. One battle won. We need to go ahead and fight it. And my courtier is transcribing the great deed of Arpad for the parchment. I cannot help but notice something missing here. Oh no, wow, did that name not me with a mystical woman? Oh yes, how could we forget? Nah. Yeah, we're definitely going to forge it, if that helps spread the legend. And we also just need one more victory. I'm going to pursue these people because it's fun. Or let's just go ahead and take this. We would be able to win with it, so that works for me. With my leave, my daughter Berta and her wet nurse parade into my chamber. My liege, you witness a monumental occasion. Berta has a mighty gift to offer you. Go ahead, tell him. Father, I lost a tooth. My daughter proudly presents her toothless smile, handing me a pouch with a fallen tooth inside. Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely pay her 20 bucks. It's a little more than what I got as a kid, but it works. I'll lose 62 stress. That's a lot of teeth, or a lot of stress. And we get her milk tooth. This is hilarious. Child opinion and a prestige increase. Oh my word, seriously? Yep, we're gonna carry that trinket around. That's awesome. I love it. And we're no longer as stressed. Super awesome. The great boils aren't anywhere near us. I think we'll be good. And yeah, we just need to capture this and we're good. There we are. Now I'm going to demand, and you're going to deal with it. If the wisdom ever eludes you, you're a much greater foe. I will comply to your demands. Of course you will. We gain quite a good deal of legitimacy. Disband, that's all well and done. In terms of the plague, it's all the way over there. I don't think we need to worry about isolating the capital for it. And it looks like someone is hosting a grand tournament. A duel contest. Oh, absolutely. We'll join her in that grand contest. There's a couple of big dangers, but I think we'll be fine to do mercenary guards. And we have a lot of mountains, hills. Is there a hill boy? We'll bring medical equipment. How about that? That's fine with me. There we go. Only going to cost 39 bucks to head over there. Sure, let's do it. On our way over there, an imposing man stands on the road. I am Gabriel of Lapos Banya. I bested dozens of men, so here I am on this road looking for someone better than me. Yeah. You don't really know who you're going up against, Boyle. You might be less valuable after I win. So, we'll gain 75 prestige, hopefully. And then they'll be recruited into our court. Of course I won the fight. Like, why wouldn't I? We also have 15 champions and accolades in here, which is freaking awesome. Tax collector. That works for me. My marshal, of course. My word, we just have some freaking awesome people in here. I am all good for this. All good for it. It seems I lost my spy master. Why is he imprisoned? How much is his ransom? 20 bucks? That's fine. Pay the ransom. And for my hostage has been in place. Awesome. Great news to hear. Okay. Thank you. And then, yeah, we're going to put him back in there. Although, no, I can't put Mislav. We're going to assign him right back to where he is. We could support a scheme. I'm wondering, that wouldn't be worth it. So we're not going to worry about it. All right, can't wait for it to start. I'm ready. I won my first victory. Piece of cake. No issues there, especially against a guy like that. And I've won in my second round as well. This should be an easy victory, but we'll see what happens when we get closer to the end. Uh-oh. Today I woke up with a crushing thought. Despite years of efforts, my life achievements still pale. I pushed myself. Oh no. 100 stress because I'm ambitious. Well, just poop on a stick. After many trials, above all else, we have Grand Prince Arpad beat Took in the final. Arpad is our winner. That would be me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Thanks everyone for stopping by. We gained a lot of fun stuff over there. The sun comes down on the final day. Awesome. 25 experience in foot. Gained some legitimacy, some fantastic prestige. And all qualifying knights gained some glory as well. I lost 51 stress. Finished the grand tournament on our way home. We're all well and good. I now have an available dynasty legacy. And I think I already know where I want to go. I do think we're going to go with some ominous reputation. That's going to give us a lot of dread gain on a basis and natural dread. Just to kind of like enforce that, hey, I'm here to stay. We may be able to dissuade some of these larger... Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, I guess these are Northmen. That's fine. We can fight these Northmen. A horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, and desperate lesser children. We fought these types of people before. We'll banish the invaders the old way. Absolutely we will. And we're going to go ahead and get everyone together inside of another war, which shouldn't last too long either. Right, that is a rather large army that's invading. Do we have any... I don't see any plagues, so we should be good there. We're just going to head straight up north, across our lands, and try and fight these Vikings off. They're a lot in number, but they're not going to be too bad. We can call our allies to war, and I am definitely going to do that. This is a defensive war, so it doesn't cost anything. We're going to bring in our chieftain Nexus as well. Those lesser men are okay, but we're not going to do anything about it. We want this war to be quick, and simple, and easy. That's going to happen very easily there. All of our vassals have joined our war. Perfect. All right, they will gain a territory or two beforehand, but we'll definitely be able to fight them off. We're going to take on the big boy first. I guess we're going to take on all of them. Oh boy. Recognize the full independence of Cilicia. Sorry, I'm not going to be threatened. That's fine. We can rally those troops if you'd like. It's a very easy victory. Like a super easy victory for us. And just like that, that's over with. I'm going to demand you your hostage. Awesome. However, we go right into this war, which has 13,000 people. And unfortunately, my chancellor, he is the one who started this whole thing. Let's go ahead and put him in there. Itak, you are now my new friend. And then we are going to call allies to war 100% because this is also a defensive war. We're not going to call my house member either unless it does anything. It may benefit him a little bit. We're going to go after main capitals. There we go. As we expected, everyone joins in. Oh no. I walked to the chiefdom of Baldrag. A closer inspection reveals something deeply unpleasant. A plague has arrived upon this metropolis. We're going to summon the physician, absolutely. Oh no, my son and heir has fallen ill with the measles. Son of a biscuit. We're going to do a soft approach. I think that's going to be best. Where is this plague at? And I found a rusty tool. We're going to try and make it into a dagger to see what that does. I don't even know. The Hungarian boils are down there, which are affecting Bodrog, or we're not even in Bodrog. All right, what do we have here? Be wary of strange smells. Get your sachets here. Only the freshest and herbs. You know what? That's worth it. Nice. We gained some protection there, so that'll be super helpful. And fantastic. Mild epidemic prevention in Bodrog. Thank you, court physician. That's going to help us quite a bit. And here we go. As a lord, I'm not exactly well versed with the process of modifying weapons of war. All the holding somewhat harassed looking blacksmith muttered something I didn't quite catch about rulers and their pet projects. The formerly curved blade has been straightened out. Its blade, oh, nice. A makeshift dagger artifact. Yeah, no, 100%. And oh crap. Looks like I have the measles as well. Is that right? Yes. Do no more than is necessary. Okay, once the family and we're all gathered, the Taltos gave a sermon highlighting my virtue and benevolence. Reaching out to Easton turned out to be just what I needed. Okay, no, that's fine. We just like narrowly escaped death. Oh, okay. Okay, the ruler died or something. That works for me. Or is this him? Looks like him. It definitely looks like him. It cost a lot. I don't know that that's exactly worth it. No, now my queen has it. Okay, she has also been successfully traded. Thank the goodness gracious. We have some alliances. We're not going to do either of those. That doesn't make sense at all. We do have some people we can ransom. That's fine. We'll give all of these people a ransom. Make a little bit more dough in that regard. Now, in terms of... Oh, crap. Sickness and pestilence continues its harrowing march. I think... Oh, never mind. That is right in our... Oh, crap. My daughter, Jolan, has died. I am overwhelmed by stress. That's great. Yep, I understand that. We're going to isolate our capital. And I am wrecked by some massive grief. I gain frozen grief. A moderate penalty to my health. What about a drunkard? We'll take that tiny penalty to kind of get us away from death. And then we are going to enter seclusion. Oh, I have the trait measles, so I can't do any of that. Okay, cool. That's super fun. We have actually not built a single thing ever. And I'm wondering if there isn't something to do here. We could build a hospice. Oh, my government type is tribal, so apparently I can't do anything because I'm tribal. I always forget about some of the rules behind that. And we've lost another child. And we are now at a second level of stress. Oh my word. Trait lost. I lost the measles, thank goodness. But I gained the trait blind, or there's a 5% of gaining the trait blind. I don't think I am blind, thank goodness gracious, but I am scarred. My wife still has the measles. Thankfully, I do not, though. And my daughters recover. Okay, good. Now, in terms of this, barter and despair, promptly bolting and racing down the hallway, skid to stop to my tutor, Gabriel, restraining the poor lass with one arm and clutching a book. She refuses to allow me to read her my masterpiece. No, we're not going to make him. That's fine. Growing closer to forming a friendship, forming a rivalry with Bert. I'm sorry, daughter, but I have to do it. All right. As I walk down the halls, I hear muffled laughing. That voice. I'm not used to hearing it so clear. My wife, Hajnal, seemingly recovered. She's well once more. It's difficult not to shed a tear of joy. Heck yes. Thank goodness. Okay, we are going to do this. It's going to give us even more prowess, personal scheme power as well. Yeah, that's even better than what we had beforehand. Makeshift dagger goes in the weapon slot. No, we don't want that. All right. We could do a grand tour. That might actually be a good way to start the next episode. We are not employing a wet nurse because she died. This will at least help that 100%. And I could designate a guardian for the hostage. I'm going to make it myself. I think that would be a good way to make sure things stay nice and close. And we do still have an independence faction from 7 of our members. I expect them to be, yeah, I expect them to kind of start any day now. Now, we can enter seclusion. Lock the door. That's fine. We need to let this plague pass by us. All my other family have recovered, which is great. All right. We have more gold than anticipated. As much as I'd like the gold, a magnificent dinner party, a secluded dinner party would be best. The betrothed can marry here, absolutely. We're going to send that proposal over. That works as well. And then once this is over with, I think we'll definitely do a grand tour. We can't go to the grand wedding, I apologize. I'm going to do everything in my power not to stress right now. There we go. Okay, our expenses are done. Everything's gone away. That's a very expensive grand tour. I don't know that I want to do that just yet. We still have our... Yeah, we'll definitely emerge from seclusion. I am very glad to be back. That is 100% true. And here it is. It's time to recognize my full independence. I will not be threatened. We are going to start this battle in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you have enjoyed this run through. Being tribal is definitely a lot different than I anticipated. I forget about all the rules and knickknacks and things. So like, for instance, We just simply can't build anything that we want to because we are tribal, or we lack the whole thing about culture, which, interesting enough, we are still working on some tribal things. So it'll be interesting to see how everything goes. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for showing up. I hope you enjoy it. Do all the things to support the channel, like give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here, or your 15th time and you just haven't yet, or leave your comments in the comments section below. As always, these types of videos go out to my members first in a support for their support financially on the channel. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so simply by supporting on any tier to gain early access to these videos. You guys are awesome. We'll see you in the next episode. This is Havoc, and I am out of here.